who suffers from multiple sclerosis, and she's also a big fan of the New England Patriots. And for years, she has gone to games at Gillette Stadium. She just stores her wheelchair behind the stairs leading up to section 304, I believe it was. Enjoys the game, and she's somewhat, mobile. She can get up and down a few stairs and stuff, and she can walk for short distances. So she parks her wheelchair where she normally does, and her friend's with her and helps her up the stairs. She goes to her seat. The game ends. She comes back. Wheelchair gone. Wheelchair gone. And I'm desperately trying to find my notes, and I can't right now because I wanted to read the woman's name off because I saw her on the news. And this woman just had her wheelchair stolen at Gillette Stadium. They stole her wheelchair. So she could do it, but it was a real struggle for her to walk all the way down the stairs, all the way down the ramps, and all the way to her car. And they're interviewing her on the news, and she is not showing one bit, one scintilla, one iota of anger or bitterness at the rotten creep who stole her wheelchair. She says, well, perhaps the person who stole my wheelchair needs it more than I do because I'm somewhat ambulatory. And if that's the case, well, I'm glad they can have it. And I'm like, what? What? Are you out of your mind? First of all, the wheelchair probably wasn't stolen by someone who needs it more than you do. It was probably stolen by a bunch of young, drunken creeps. I remember when my son was in high school, a buddy of theirs broke his leg. I'll be right with you, caller. He had a wheelchair, and all the other kids in his peer group, they learned how to do incredible stunts with that wheelchair. So your wheelchair wasn't stolen by someone who needs it more than you do. It was stolen by some creep who thought it'd be fun to mess around and do wheelies in your wheelchair. But I'm going to find that woman's name because she is our wonderful person of the month here in the Pontificating with Paul show to show such grace and forgiveness after a bunch of creeps stole her wheelchair. Boy, there's someone who's a better person than me, huh? Let's go to the phone lines at 508-222-1320. Caller, I don't imagine you called in to talk about stolen wheelchairs.
Actually, I did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I had the same thing. It's like, whoa, you steal my white cane, I'm going to be all over that one. But I'm serious. How could you be so I mean,
yeah,
they were probably, I don't know, maybe they were drug addicts. I don't know.
No.
Or teenagers. You're probably right. A bunch of pranksters.
Yeah.
But what? Forgiveness? I mean, you got to get pissed off a little bit before you can forgive somebody.
Yeah.
Because I can't just forgive somebody. I got to get pissed off at them first.
Well, I will say this, Steve. We don't know if they were drug addicts. We don't know what the deal was.
No, I know.
But they stole her wheelchair, so we do know one thing about them. They're Trump supporters. Boom.
Whoa. I don't like him either. But I don't know. Maybe they were.
Oh, you don't have to go there, but I'm glad to.
No, it's not. Let's just change the subject. He had his little exam yesterday.
Yes, please.
Maybe, we don't know anyway. They can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
But he can pass that test, but why don't they give him a psych evaluation? Then we'll know.
Yeah.
You can say, I can remember how many F words can you say in a minute?
Yeah, really.
How many S-holes do we have, right?
There was an article in the New York Times because, some psychiatrists, heck, 27 of them got together and wrote a book about the mental health difficulties of our presidents. Many psychiatrists have speculated about his mental health. You're not supposed to do that because of the Goldwater rule. And then there was an interesting letter to the New York Times where someone wrote in, I don't believe there are any deep psychologicals with President Trump. Simply looking at him over the course of his life, he's not mentally ill. He's just a jerk, and always has been.
Well, that's a whole other point. If he really has all his faculties, then he is an a-hole.
Yeah, well, there it is. And if you listen to him how he spoke in the 80s and the 90s and listen how he speaks now, there is a huge, huge difference. And I'm sure there'll be a difference between how I speak at age 59 and how I'll speak at age 70. Heck, I used to have better diction. I used to speak quicker. And, still articulate. So we all change. But no, he is a sick, sick dude.
Yeah, well, I want to hear him take a. I'm not a social worker, but
Yeah.
take one of those tests that people give you for, mental whatever they call it,
Yeah, mental competence.
Incompetence.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like but back to that, it's like when I heard her, they stole her wheelchair, and she was so. I would have been all over that.
Oh, did you see on the news how unbelievably graceful she was?
Yeah, and that's why I actually did call in about it. Because
Oh,
how
wow.
can you be so?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would have been so pissed. Someone steal anything from me. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah. We got a remote correspondence here from Mel Miguel, the remote producer of the program. He says Robert Kraft called her directly, not one of his minions, Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots.
That's right, too.
They're searching for the wheelchair, and if they do not find it, they will buy her a new one. Well, good for him.
Yeah. Go Pats.
Yeah.
You know?
Excellent. Hey, thanks a lot, Steve.
How you too, Tom? Have a good day.
Yep. All right, there he goes. And it's time for a break, but I think we have someone else on the phone line. So let's go right back to the phones at 508-222-1320. Good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
Margaret, how are you?
I'm just checking on Carol
Okay,
and
well-
her mother.
Well, whoa, I thought you were checking on some of the language we used during that last phone call. I'm glad to know that's not the case.
I didn't hear no bad language.
Oh, good. Excellent. Outstanding. Well done. No, we're doing very well. Carol's mom's doing well. I'll be seeing her later on today. But thank you so much for asking, Margaret. Did I lose you? No, there you are. Man.
I get a big boot out of you.
Oh, why, thank you so much. And we always enjoy it when you call as well. And as the FCC monitor of the show, I always enjoy it when you don't choose to find me. So thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, you're great.
Bye.
Take care. There goes Margaret. And Steve, if you're still listening, we're going to take a break from music when we come back out of this break. I was reading your book yesterday, and I had to just put the bookmark back in it, put the book down, and just let some great memories of when my kids were young wash over my brain and soul. You made a reference to one of my daughter's favorite films as a kid, Free to Be You and Me. We'll have something from that when we come back on 1320 WAR.